Uh, yeah. Sorry for ghosting. That's my bad. No, I'm seriously sorry. Like, it's been such a crazy past couple weeks. Like, I mean, I kind of told you guys about it a little bit before I left for 2 weeks, right? Has it been 2 weeks? It's been yeah, well, tomorrow will be 2 weeks. So it's not 2 weeks yet. It's 2 weeks. Anyway, hi guys, welcome back to the Talking Journal. I'm your host, Christian, and we're here. We're back for more. Unfortunately for you, but fortunately for me. So, yeah. Hey guys, what's going on? Um, yeah, I just wanted to come on here and update you, journal a little bit, and tell you what's been going on during my ghosting weeks. That's what I'm calling them. Um, so yeah, it's gonna be good, and come listen if that's what you want to listen to. I just got back from nutrition, which I should have brought my computer in here because like I have a list, but now I have to read it off my phone. So I'm not ignoring you. I'm just reading it off my phone. Yeah, I just got back from nutrition and I wanted to make this episode last night, but it was like 11:40 and I was like, "Oh, I shouldn't." And then I ended up staying up until 4 a.m. anyways. And I can't have caffeine after 5 p.m. and that's just kind of the moral of that story. But yeah, I got back from nutrition, which that was kind of a doozy because we got back on Monday from spring break. Let me tell you about that in a second. But Monday we didn't have class. Tuesday I had class, but in a different class. I had, excuse me, pathology that day, and I didn't go because I woke up late. I woke up at like 9:30. It started at 8:30, so that is my bad on that one, guys. I need to go to bed earlier. How can I help that? I'm not sure. Besides not drinking coffee after 9 or after 5 p.m. Like after 4, honestly. So that's what's been going on there. But yeah, spring break really fucked up my sleep schedule. I would literally sleep until like 10:30, 11, like every day. I'm not kidding. It was bad. Anyway, we're here now. So and now I'm staying up until 4, so it's great. We're having a great time. But yeah, my actual school, like my high school spring break isn't till April something. I can't remember. April 4th? I don't know what date. Maybe it's April 1st it starts. I don't know when it starts. Anyway, sometime in April. It could be the 14th. I'm not even sure. So that break ain't coming for a while, but I'll still have the college classes to go to. So is it a break? No. I'm fucking pissed, but that's the sucky part about going to both. Like halftime going to college and halftime going to high school is that their schedules don't sync up usually. Like we had a late start the other day, um, 2 days ago, and the college didn't follow that schedule, but luckily I didn't have school that day. Like my class got canceled, apparently. Um, so I didn't have to worry about that anyways. But in other news, I signed up to take my CNA test. Finally. If you watched the last episode, you probably saw there was a certificate behind me. It was for that. I completed the hours and the clinical part of it. I just need to take the fucking test, but conveniently, every time I take the fucking test, every time I sign up to take the fucking test, my car breaks. I'm not kidding. Every single time. And guess what happened? Guess what fucking happened, you guys? My car's leaking oil, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm like 95% sure. Knocking on wood, we're gonna make it go away. But yeah, it was fucking annoying. I swear to God, they don't want me to succeed in life. The car gods don't want me to succeed. Um, anyway, I haven't paid my registration, so that could also be why I'm getting karma for not paying my registration on time. Well, I still have all of April to do it, I think. So yeah, I signed up to take the CNA test. It's $125 for the skills portion, but I have already signed up to take the written portion. I just need to pay that 50 fucking dollars, I swear to God. Um, and hopefully I pass. Calling was pretty easy. I called last Thursday, and I was expecting them. I emailed my teacher in January before my car broke, obviously. And she was like, "We do testing here at the college every Saturday." And it was like Friday, I think I emailed her. And she was like, "They probably can't get you in for tomorrow, but for sure by next week, if not." So I'm calling on Thursday, expecting them to be like, "Come in this Saturday." And I was trying to like drill up an excuse to not go on Saturday because I haven't really studied much. And I wanted to look over a few of the skills before I went and did, the thing, the test. Um, no, they can't get me in until April 4th. April 4th. I called March 12th. Is that what day I called? Yeah. I called March 12th and they can't get me in until April 4th. That's like a month away. Anyway, it's April 8th or whoa, March 18th now. So luckily there's only a few weeks left of it, but haven't been studying, of course. I can't believe they can't get me in until then, but yeah. And I kind of been putting it off since I finished it. I could have done it. Like my parents offered and my grandparents offered, both of them offered to loan me the money to take the test in January. But I was like, no, like I'm already in debt. Like I don't want to be in more debt. Not anymore. But I was at the time, so I was like, probably not gonna do that. And I kind of stand by my decision, but I kind of don't stand by my decision. I think partially I was just scared to take the test, and that's why I didn't take them up on the offer. But now I wish I would have, because I would have been making a lot more money by now. Anyway, I decided just randomly on this Thursday that I need to do this because I need a job when I'm in college. Right now, I do dietary for the nursing home. I don't think that translates very well into a different career. Like, it's not job security. So I was like, yeah, I need a job. Someone's got to pay for the groceries. Um, so I was like, well, there's one thing I could be good at, and I have the class under my belt and the clinical hours under my belt. My bitch ass just doesn't want to take the fucking test. So yeah, then I was like, fuck it. I just need to fucking do it. Stop being such a pussy. So, anyways, that's what I'm doing April 4th in fucking 6 weeks. Not literally, but that's what I'm doing in 4 weeks. Um but yeah, in other news, I've saved up $400 the past check because every time I try and save, my fuck ass car likes to break. Every single time, I'm not kidding, without fail, it does this. I don't know why. I'm telling you, the car gods don't want me to succeed in life. They just want me to die. But yeah, last time I got to 200 before my car broke and I had to use it to fix it. So yeah, now that my car's broken, at least now I have $400 to spend on it. A fucking again. Sorry, I'm pissed. I can't with this damn car. I just need to get a new one, but I can't because every time I go to save, this shit don't work. So, yeah. I mean, that's pretty good for me so far. I mean, the every time I've tried to save, I got in a car accident. Everyone's fine. Um, what else did I do? Oh, my car broke the first time, the second time, and the third time, but the first two were the only like ones that costed a pretty penny. It was like $2,000. Um, so, ow, yeah. Oh, it just gives me a fucking headache every time, I swear to God. But uh the next thing I have on this list is I think my car's leaking oil again, but I already kind of told you guys about that. Um, unless someone conveniently parked in the same spot on the street as I did, there was a spot that looked pretty fresh to me. Um, and yeah, I think that was from me. But we're gonna just hope no. I haven't taken it in yet. It's been 2 days. Listen, I know it's bad, but I took it in 2 fucking weeks ago because it was doing this shit. Still, After 2 months, it was supposed to be fixed. Sorry for screaming. So yeah, I was just fucking annoyed. And you might be like, stop taking it to the same shop. Well, so every time they keep discounting it, but at this rate, I just want to pay the right price to actually fix it, and they don't have to keep going back now, will I? Last time they paid for it all together, but last time I made an episode like this, also, let me just say, um, I don't know what happened. I went to go edit the title of the March 5th episode. I just added the ACT and car problems to the title. Um, and then I've edited titles before and then went to save it and it like reverted it back to a draft and then like made me repost it. So sorry about that. I don't know why it's doing that. Um but I also edited the talking stage one and I thought it was fine and it deleted the episode overnight. So I had to republish it. And then the March 5th one I also had to republish for some reason. So sorry that it looks like I uploaded 2 episodes today. That's not the truth. Those were from a while ago. So anyway, yeah. Sorry about that. What? Oh, the last time I came here though, I talked about my ACT. You guys remember that? I was so anxious and so annoyed that I had to take this ACT. And how one test could alter the course of your life. I'm still upset with that, but now I've lived it. Oh god. I like need a nap or something. So the day of the ACT, I didn't go to bed until like 2 a.m. I couldn't fall asleep. I don't know why, but anyway, I woke up at 5 in the morning. Might have been 4:30. I think it was 4:30. And then I actually got out of my bed at 5. Um and made a coffee, then I got in the shower. Or no, I did dishes, made coffee, then I got in the shower, and then I met my friend for breakfast. I went and picked my friend up. We got breakfast. It was good as hell. Um, then we got to the test, or we got to school to the testing center. Why did that take me 6 years? Um, and guess out of all people, what room I got assigned to? Let me just say, um, sorry, my kick rest. What's it called? Oh, on the day before Monday, I went into AP Lit and she was like, Christian, what room are you in? I was like, what do you mean, what room am I in? The girl that asked me, and I was like, what do you mean, what room am I in? She was like, the room that says on your ACT paper. I was like, that's at home. I don't even know. I get home. Okay, let me just preface this by saying, no, I can't because that'll give it away. Guess what room I got? S201. If you're wondering what the significance of S201 is, that's my physics teacher, the one who hates me. Um, so there isn't honestly another worse way to tell me. There's not another, like, I don't know, solidifying factor that I'm going to fail the ACT other than getting Miss Kelly as my proctor. This has to be a joke. I looked at the paper. I was like, there's no way that's her room. That could be my chemistry teacher's room from last year. I look it up on my schedule what room she's in. It's S201. So I did get Miss Kelly, and I walked in, and she goes, good morning, Christian. I already knew I was going to fail at that point. Like, I already knew. And that just really further sealed the deal. So yeah, I do think I failed. Oh, no, I don't. Okay, I don't think I failed, but I think I took the math portion. That shit. Okay, well, we'll get into that in a second. Okay, before we can even talk about that, and before we can even start the test, okay, we have to spend 50 fucking minutes. I'm not kidding. I'm not exaggerating at all. I am a drama king. I'm a drama queen in most things, but I'm not kidding when I say 50 fucking minutes before we even started the test. I thought it was on digital. I thought it was on the computer. I thought it was digitally. It wasn't. I didn't find that out until Monday as well, the day before. When she said you had to bring number two pencils, I was like, what the hell? Okay. So before I went and got breakfast with my friends, I stopped at Hy-Vee. I stopped at the store and got number two mechanical pencils because I wasn't sure if mine would count. I get there, spent $4 fucking on them, by the way. Actually, it might have been five. It was like $4.99. Anyway, spent $5 fucking for no reason. Um, and I got there, and Miss Kelly goes, "You can't use those." Anyway, on the booklet, the ACT booklet, it said that you can't use mechanical pencil. So obviously, I wasn't gonna fight her on it, even though my AP Lit teacher told me I could. I wasn't gonna fight her, even though I don't believe Miss Kelly for shit, but whatever. It says it on the booklet, so I'm not gonna argue with it. But yeah, we had to spend 45 minutes or 15 minutes on the test. Before we even started the fucking test, you have to put C, and then you have to go below, fill in the bubble C. H, like these individual boxes of your name. C. H, fill in the bubble for H. R, fill in the bubble for R. You have to do that for your first, middle, and last. Maybe not middle. First and last name and middle initial, and then you have to put your address, your city, your state, and your email. That took 50 fucking minutes. I swear to God, the biggest waste of my time. If we had done it digitally, that shit would have been smooth sailing. But no. But fucking no. I get it. I'm just saying, if we had done it digitally, I would have had my scores by now. So, just saying. Just saying. Um, yeah, that's the other thing. I have to wait 3 to 8 weeks for my score, they said. So that's nice. Um, so yeah. The actual test though, we started on English. I ran out of time. We had 35 minutes for 5 passages. I think it was 5 passages, don't quote me on that. And 50, 70 questions. I can't remember. It was a lot of questions. It was the biggest amount of questions, I think. Yeah. Maybe not. I don't know. 45. It was like I didn't get it done anyway. So I had to guess on the last few, which is like annoying, but I guess guessing's like you don't get docked for guessing, you know. Um, if you get it right, you get it right. But yeah, I ran out of time on that one and the reading one. The math one I kind of just guessed the entire way through. I can't lie. Like there was a couple where I was like pretty solid on the answer. And then other ones I was like, I have no idea at all. Don't bomb me. So I think I failed that portion. I'm not gonna lie. And I'm not a good test taker. Like every time I'm under pressure, I don't do well. Like not, and that's just with testing. I'll be at work, I'll be under pressure, I'll reach flow. And then when I'm testing, I'm overthinking what I'm doing. It's bad. I don't know. So anyway, yeah, don't think I did very well in the EC2, I'm not gonna lie. Um, but yeah, I can't say the same for midterms though. I can't say the same. I did pretty good. Did I tell you guys about that? About how I think I did tell you about that because I hadn't taken it yet. Or I had taken it already. But yeah, he got 142 out of 150, which is not bad. There were 75 questions, I got a 71. So pretty solid, in my opinion. I was not mad at that score at all. Um, Also, my grade in physics is now an 87. So talk about locked, or is it 86? Sorry. Now I have to check because I don't want to lie to you. It's an 86. But it was an 81, so 81 to an 86, it went up 5%. That's pretty fucking good. Should we check if my teacher emailed me back? Not Miss Kelly, she's damn evil, but the other one. Wow, she didn't. Oh my fucking god. Oh, yeah, I can't go to that. Whoops. Sorry, they keep emailing about our dance. Anyway, I have one truancy, so I can't go. Um, but we'll talk about that later. Yeah, I've been kind of fucking. Oh, we'll talk about that in like 2 minutes. Um, I've been kind of out of it recently. I've been pretty depressed recently. It got bad for a second there. Was it last week or the week before? I can't remember. But it was bad. I didn't like leave my room. I didn't go out all week. I didn't really talk to any of my friends. My one friend. Uh, yeah, I don't know. And it was rocky there for a second because I don't know. I was in physics, and one of my friends in physics told me that my one friend, the only friend I have, and talk to outside of school, basically, is was mocking me or like impersonating me, I guess, like mocking me to their friend. So, excuse me. This one person, like I've had issues with them mocking me before. I don't know what it is. Like, okay, like thank you. I guess I don't even know. Like, why are you mocking me? Um, so yeah, it. I didn't want to talk to her for a while, but I don't know. It's not that I just ignored it and I'm like over it, but I kind of did actually. So me when I lie, um, I don't know. It's like when you kind of only have one friend, it's like you choose to get over something or you have no friends. So, and yeah, this one person thinks I have a lot of friends, but I actually don't. Nobody talks to me outside of school except for two people, them being one of them. And it's just kind of getting on my nerves because we always get in this argument because this girl, let me just say, has so many friends. By the way, I have many examples too. And every time I ask, like, um, I'm not trying to turn this into a gossip session, but I'm just saying, every time I ask this person, hey, could I get some examples? Nothing. And I will say I have like a few people I don't want to say I talk to because I don't even talk to them really. It's just like when I see them out, like I'll be like at Target or something and I'll see them, so I'll chat it up with them for a sec. Um, but I don't have people I hang out with on the regular. You know what I mean? Like um I don't really hang out with people because I don't really get invited to things ever. Um and when I do, it's with like two people. So, yeah, I don't really go out, and yeah, or talk to people outside of school. Like I don't message people a lot. Sometimes I'll send a video to one of my friends, like in physics or something. But, yeah, I don't like talk to a lot of people, and I don't know. Like when I'm going through shit, like I'm not trying to be all pick me and shit, or like, oh, feel bad for me, because don't. By the way, don't. I'm just saying when I'm going through shit, like for example, last week, like I was talking about, um, I had nobody to text. Like, I'm not even saying that to be like, oh, feel bad for me. Um, but I like realized like I only text my grandma. You know what I mean? And I do go to her with a lot of my problems and we talk about it. Um, Yeah, and then I have, like, the 2 friends I talk to, and that's it, and one of them, I don't even think is friends with me, you know, and the other one's mocking me, so it's really good, so I was just like, I don't know. It's so annoying too because, like, I don't know, I kinda did get myself here in a way, and I just, like I have it not hard having friends, well, I don't find it hard making friends. Like I have a quite a bit of people I talk to and that I picked up through various things in my life. I don't know. But what was I gonna say? Oh, they don't. there's always something that stops me from being like best friends with them. For example, I talked about this in the one episode, and you can go listen to that and watch that if you want to dive deep into that, about how I just talked about different friend groups and how they impacted me or whatever. Um and like the one last group I was really in that I remember, um they would like make special ed jokes and like Hitler jokes. Like it was crazy. That group of boys was like insane. I can't even believe I was friends with them. Like you're fucking crazy. Anyway, actually I still talk to one of them, but he was the least crazy. Like he wasn't making Hitler jokes. So anyway, but yeah, I did get myself here cuz I stopped talking to them and stuff. And then the one person from that group that I did talk to after that, he was like really weird with girls and like talking to freshmen when he was a junior. Like, I no, not on that one, twin. I can't. And we just like kind of distanced. Like, we just fell off, you know? And that's fine. Like, some friendships don't make it. And that's good. But like, if I were to see him out, like, I'd probably say hi. Probably not have seen him out and I didn't say hi. But for like, if I saw the other group, people in that group, I would probably say hi. Like, I'm not gonna be rude. Um, but I did like I have standards for who I'm friends with, and that kind of leads me to have no friends because I don't want people to talk about me behind my back. Like that's fucked up in my opinion. Or mock me, but here I am with friends that mock me. So I guess what can you do? And but I don't know. I'm kind of like iffy on that one because it depends. Like, are you always talking about me, or is it like I pissed you off and you like told your friend? Like, that's understandable as long as you come to me with the problem eventually and we talk about it, like all good. Or if you just like it doesn't become a continuous thing, you know? Obviously not racist or likes Hitler, or like makes Nazi and special ed jokes. Uh and yeah, I mean funny. That's kind of all my qualifications for being my friend. So reach out, guys. Um, but I need to start realizing that there's no people quite like you. And I think I'm just trying not to find me in a way, but qualities that I have. Like I typically want to agree politically. That's kind of my qualifications for a friend, but maybe not entirely. I don't know. It would depend. Like, are you pro MAGA? I don't know. So anyway, um, again, funny, like, I don't know. I'd have to think of examples. Like, now I'm fucking blanking, but yeah, just, I don't know, not fake, actually enjoys my company, you know? So yeah. But yeah, and I don't know if it's like me. Nobody wants to be friends with me. I get that. But I don't really have many friends. However, last week I got invited with this person, with my friend that mocks me, the one that mocks me. Um, sorry, I just like don't want to say their name, but I have nothing else to identify them as. So the one that mocked me a couple weeks ago that I heard about and said nothing about, I did stop talking to them like a lot. Like I didn't really reach out anymore. I kind of just like let them reach out and then I would respond, but I stopped reaching out as much because I don't know. I don't really like that, you know, and to hear that that keeps happening. So anyway, um what was I saying? Oh, I got invited to hang out with a group of people that I've hung out with a few times. Like we hung out 2 months ago, and then like we'll hang out like once a month kind of thing, but it'll happen sporadically. Like we'll see them at Target and we'll be like, "Oh, let's hang," you know? Um and then we're the type of group to be like, "We have to do this again," and then we never do it again, you know? So they reached out to us and were like, "Yo, let's hang out." A couple weeks ago, I got into an argument with this friend, the one that mocks me. I'm making it sound like she mocks me all the time, but she doesn't. She just does sometimes, I guess. So that's better, obviously. Um, Mind you, we've had a rocky past. Like, we're both not perfect. Like, I've obviously talked about her. Like, we had this group, like, not group, but it was three of us. It was when I used to work at Dairy Queen. Horrendous time. And then I was like talking to a girl that I worked with. Like, it was a very long talking stage, but I don't even think I would call it a talking stage. At some point, it just turns into a situationship, which I should make an episode about that. But situationships, not mine. But she was like friends with her kinda, and she would always be in my fucking business with her. Like, I don't know, asking the girl I was talking to, like, what we're saying to each other. It was very weird and, like, I don't know, like, kind of like three-way vibes. Like, do you want to be in the three-way? Like, I'm confused. But no, I was like, stop telling this girl all of our business. Like, and I would get in a fight, not in a fight with the girl I was talking to, but I was like, she was like, yeah, I'm annoyed by it too. I was like, so stop talking about it. She's like, well, she keeps asking. I said, so just change the subject. I was so fucking annoyed because, yeah. Then she would like go to school and be like, oh, yeah, Christian and this girl he was talking to say this, that, and the other. It's like, what the fuck? Get a life. Anyway, we're past that now. I don't talk to that girl anymore. And she's actually recently reconnected with her, I guess. I don't know. Just talking crap about her, but I don't talk to the girl anymore. I unfollowed her. She unfollowed me. She did say happy birthday to me though, so thank God for that. But yeah, I just don't talk to her anymore. She doesn't seem like the same person. And she's moved on. I moved on. Like, there's no, and we're not really friends anymore. So there's not really anything tying other than the fact that I just don't really enjoy her company anymore. So, and I don't really want to keep up with her. So, and I don't think that's toxic. She doesn't want to keep up with me. Like, it's mutual. So, yeah, I don't think unfollowing is that big of a deal, but that's a different episode. Um, but yeah, we don't keep up anymore, but yeah. Anyways, moving on. I don't know what I was saying. Oh, yeah, Rocky Past. That was one example of the Rocky Past. Um, I'm sure I've done things like I remember I used to get really upset with her and annoyed with her. I was like, "Shut up." Like, actually shut up. Um, because she would never like really talk to me. This is literally just become a therapy session, but this is what I would do if I was journaling, and nobody actually watches these, so it's okay. I'm just brain dumping on you right now. You don't mind? Um, she would always never like really act interested in conversation with me. She's just like, "Hi, hi, hi. How are you? How are you? Hey, how's your brother's grandma?" Like, like meaningless questions like that. Like, and every time I would kind of just go silent. I would get annoyed, but I wouldn't want to say that. So I would just kind of go silent. And then that would lead to more. Are you okay? Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? Hey, are you sure? Hey, are you sure? Hey, Christian, are you okay? Christian, 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 all the fucking time. It was so annoying. I'm getting like really annoyed thinking about it. I mean, I'm trying, but since then, that was obviously freshman year. Like, I've matured a little bit since then, I would think. But, like, I know that was her sense of caring, but that's not, I don't know. And especially after I was like, that's not how I respond to that. Like, I don't respond to, are you okay? Are you Christian, 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 Christian all the time? Like, I don't respond well to that. Um, I don't think you actually care at that point. But I get that's the way she kind of grew up, and that's not how I was raised. Like, I was raised, you ask them okay. If they don't want to answer you, they don't answer you, and you give them their space. That's very much how I was raised. And you're like, is there anything I can do? No? Okay. I'll give you your space then. Um, or not even give you your space. You're like, anything I can do? No. All right. Well, I'm here if you need me, type thing. That's kind of how I was raised. And that's kind of still how I do it. Like, if you got to tell me what you want, you know, I don't play well with this guessing game, of guessing everyone's emotions all the time. I actually hate that. It's my biggest, well, not my biggest pet peeve, but one of the biggest indicators that a relationship isn't going to work out for me is when I like when they can't tell me what they want, or and this applies to more things. Like, I don't know. Oh, what was I gonna say? Like, oh, kind of always beating around the bush, but never actually saying what you mean. It's just my biggest pet peeve, and I know that that's not good communication for a relationship for me. That might work for other people, but that doesn't work for me. I'm not good at guessing all the time how you're feeling or how you actually feel about something. Like, you're fine, but you're not actually fine. Like, I don't, it's just kind of rubs me the wrong way. But anyway, that's how I was raised. I know that's not how this person was raised. So I'm trying to find, like, sympathize with that to then empathize with it. But yeah, it was rocky past, let's just say. And then anyway, we got invited to this group, and 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, she had we were in an argument about something else. It was about the friend thing, actually. She was like, "You have friends, you liar." And I was like, "No, but nobody texts me. Like, I never, like, if I'm going through something, I have nobody to reach out to, you know, that I feel comfortable reaching out to, because we're not on that level. You know, we don't talk all the time. We don't even talk at all unless it's like in passing at school, you know. And even then it's like kind of awkward. It's small talk. It's like, how's the weather doing, you know. So I was fucking annoyed about that, and I kept being like, examples please, like I would love to know who you're talking about. Nothing. Silence. Nada. um and then she was like, well, whatever, you talk to this person, and then it's the group that we're talking about now that invited us. And I was like, yeah, I mean, I've had past with one of the people, and like, I'll catch up with them, but it's like, again, once in every month and a half that we talk and catch up and stuff. And they have their own friend group and I'm not in it, you know? And she was like, well, every time we go, you just kind of ignore me. I was like, well, I see you almost every day, you know? I see you at least 3 times a week at that time. Now, obviously, it's not. Um, and honestly, probably 4 times a week. Like, we hang out at least 3 to 4 times a week. I never see them. So obviously I'm gonna catch up with them, talk with them. Um, and I expected you to do the same. Like, I don't really feel ignored by you. Like, if you're off talking to them, like, I let you do your own thing because that's how I roll. She's like, well, you talk to me when they're not around. I'm like, yeah, I mean, I get, like, she gets annoyed with this group because she always has to drive and all this and that. So I talk to her when we're in the car alone. I'm like, "Hey, like, how you doing? Like, I know you didn't want to drive. Like, I'm sorry." Cuz that's kind of how I am. Like, I'll pull you aside after or before, or during when we're just alone and be like, "How you doing? You know? How you holding up?" So that's how I work, and I don't want to, like, call you out in front of everybody. I feel like that's kind of, I hate when people do that. Like, why are you acting all mad? You know, like, what's wrong with you? Like, I don't want people to do that to me. So why would I want to do that to somebody else? Um, so I was like, that's why I do it. And she's like, oh yeah, I get that. And she was like, I just feel like you don't talk to me. So I kept that in my mind for next time if this ever happened again. And it did. Um, so I made sure, I was like, this time I drove. She didn't want to drive, so I was like, I'll drive. I'll bring you. Um, we got there. It was good. We talked beforehand, hung out, and I felt like she was in the conversation. I kept trying to pull her in and update her on the conversation, but it just, like, when someone kind of distance themselves from the conversation and doesn't really participate in it, I can't keep doing it for you, you know? And that sounds mean, and I don't want to sound mean, but that's kind of the truth. Like, if you're not trying to participate, I'm not going to keep trying to drag you back into it because I'm not here to do that. I'm here to have a good time. I expect you to do the same. So yeah, I kept offering to bring her, but she would go in other people's cars, and then I offered her to go to not dinner, but get a snack with us, but she stayed back with half the group. So and I kept talking to her. I was like, "Yo, you good?" Um, or did I say that? I think I said, "You all right?" And I invited her on the couch. Like I kept trying to drag her in, and it didn't work. And then I was supposed to bring her home, and she texted her mom and said she wanted to go home early. And I was like, "You okay?" She was like, "Yeah, I'm just going home." So I texted her after, and then I was like, "Sorry, I'll finish this, and then I'll wrap up the episode. I swear." Um, I was like, "Yo, you good? Is this my fault? Like, I tried to include you, yada yada." She was like, "No, it's not. Don't think that my social battery dying is your fault." I was like, "Okay, whatever." Um, I don't know. I was just really annoyed because every time I tried to make sure she was having a good time, I paid for her drink. I put on her favorite song. Um, at the not the bar, but at the place we were at, they had those pay to play stations where you can pay to play a song or whatever. $3, and then I would like turn over, she'd be like giddy, and then she would like stop if I turned away. So I don't know. It was weird and I don't know. Um but then she brought it up like 2 days later. I think it was like 2 or 3 days later. She was like, "Well, you didn't talk to me the whole time." I was like, "You just said it wasn't my fault, and now you're saying it was? Like, I did talk to you. So I don't know what you're saying." I it's so it gets me so worked up, and I don't even want to talk about it anymore because I'm just gonna get it worked up all over again. But I was like, I'm done. I can't be playing this like blame game. Like, this is not my fault. You didn't want to participate. That's your problem. Like, join the conversation then when I invite you in. Like, come sit on the couch. Get off the floor with these two other people. Like, get on the couch with us. Like, come on. Come play pool with us. Want to drive with me? No? Okay, bye then. Like, I don't in after so long, it's like you can't make people's decisions for them, so you just need to back off at a certain point. So I did. And yeah, obviously that didn't work. I should have done more. So I don't know. I think I just need to fly solo for a bit, you know. I sorry. I don't think I don't know if it's me or if it's the group of friends that I have or the friends that I've had throughout the years or a mixture of both, which one it actually is, but it's just not working for me right now. So, yeah, it sucks, but I have certain friends, like in my classes, but we only talk in class. We never hang out or anything. And we don't really text outside of school, but yeah. All that, I was just saying, I was feeling pretty down recently and I haven't been hanging out with people. And yeah, I haven't been reaching out much anymore, but I think that's because I'm kind of done, you know? I maybe if I find some friendships that bloom randomly out of the blue, I don't know. Like, I'm not going to turn those down, obviously, but the ones I have right now that aren't working for me, I think I just need to let go. So that's where I'm at with that. I was supposed to go to twerp with this person that I was talking about. Um, and I'm not saying I'm not going because of them. It's just I don't want to go really anyway. I did for a while. Like, I was really excited to go. But this past week, well, one, I would have to get my truancy excused, which I don't even know if I can because I told my mom to do it like a week ago. She still hasn't done it. Um, it's also a money thing. Like, my car is breaking down, obviously. Like, we talked about that. So I think it'd be irresponsible to go, but whatever. I don't know. Anyway, there was one more thing. Oh, I feel like it'd be weird if it was just me and this person, like me and her. Like, I feel like there'd be an awkward vibe, so I don't really want to go because of that. Um, and a lot of my other friends, like the one that we just hung out with, that like we don't talk a lot, but we'll hang out at like those big things. They're not going, so I don't know. I'm just not really as excited to go as I thought I would or as I was like earlier this week. Now I just like more the days go on, the less I want to go. So, yeah. I did go shopping though, and I saw some cool shoes at Ross. Ross is like the Marshalls kind of vibe, but messier. That was cool, but I didn't actually get them. I went next door to Aldi instead. I found these frozen berries. There's these ones at Hy-Vee that I usually get for my smoothies that are like these 12-ounce bags and they're like 5.99. These ones are a 48-ounce bag, I think. 36? I don't know. It's bigger and better for sure. It's a lot more. I think it might be 48. For 6.99. $1 more. Not kidding. So I got those. I got some water packets. And yeah, I've just been loving Aldi recently. Um, I did watch Erin Brockovitch last night. That's the other thing I have written down here. I've been wanting to watch that for a while. I loved it. 5 out of 5 stars from me. I watched Sirens on Netflix. It's the show about those two girls that grew up with an abusive dad. Their mom died, and one of them goes off to Yale and quits after, and then becomes a rich assistant, like an assistant to this really wealthy family. And the other one goes after her after so long because their dad has early onset dementia. So yeah, it was pretty good. We got new seats in physics. I hate my seat now. I like my seat, but I don't like the people I sit next to. It's nothing against them. I used to really like the people I sat next to and we'd be talking. But I guess this is what she wanted. She didn't want me talking and it worked. So but then she was like coming over. She's like, "What's wrong? Why aren't you participating? Like, come on, join in. Do you not like your table mates?" I'm like, "You moved me by people you know I wouldn't talk to, and you're upset that I'm not talking now?" She's like, "Why aren't you talking and engaging?" Well, because I don't know these people, you know? And actually, I don't even like one of them. So it's nothing against them. It's just like I hear things about this one, and I shouldn't go off things I hear about people, but I heard like he hates immigrants. So obviously, like when I find shit like that out and they're racist, like I just can't see past that, unfortunately. Um, that's just my thing. I miss podcasting though. I finished 2 books since the last time I saw you. I finished Every Star That Falls and Catcher in the Rye. Um, yeah, I need to pick a new book to read. I'm not sure what I'll read next. Maybe I'll finish Shatter Me. I've been trying to finish that for fucking 6 months. I want to read Crime and Punishment too, because I have that. And I hear that's good, right? I can't remember. Yeah. I also selected colleges for the ACT. You remember how I said you had 2 days to pick after? So I picked University of Oregon, City University of New York, Western Oregon University, and University of Maine. I picked Oregon and Maine. Not, I don't think I'll go because the out of state tuition is fucking crazy. Let me just say, insane how expensive that shit is. Um, it's like upwards of 60,000 a year. That's crazy, you guys. So I don't think I'll go there, but I was like, I'll just select them just in case. And then if by some miracle I go there, then I won't have to pay to send it there. And I haven't like really thought in depth of where I'm gonna go, like for sure, like certain where I'm gonna go. But if I go to those places, then I'll have the ECT sent there. So, great. And I won't have to pay for it. Um, but I haven't like for sure known where I'm gonna go. I guess it depends on the ACT score and how I'm feeling. I need to do more research on it, but I have all summer, so I'm not rushing myself on this one. I did what I need to do to rush on it. I'll retake the ACT probably unless I somehow got a 30, then I won't. But less than that, I'll probably retake it. Or maybe less than 25. I don't know. I'll keep you guys updated on that, but that's where I'm at right now with it. Um, I just wanted to make a decision. So, like, you had four, to select it to. And those were the ones I picked. I just wanted to have a few picked so I didn't have to pay. Um, and if the score was good, great. And if not, darn. Um, didn't lose anything. So yeah, that's all I have. That's been what's been going on. I'll keep you guys updated on my life. Obviously, you don't care. New episodes every Monday and Thursday. I don't want to say that because I don't know if I'm going to be gone for sure or not. But as of right now, I have no plans on leaving. It was a crazy past couple of weeks with the ACT, my midterms, and spring break, and my car. That's kind of all I did. Otherwise, I just kind of sat in my room. I did start posting YouTube videos again, though. So if you want to check those out, Mr. Christian Powell. If you want to keep up with the podcast, at The Talking Journal on Instagram and TikTok. Video on YouTube and Spotify only at The Talking Journal. That's all I have. Thanks for listening. I love you guys so much. Goodbye. Goodbye. Peace. Sorry, I'm getting this to 51 minutes and then I'm saying peace. Peace.